From what I understand about Pop Warner, they have a real emphasis on education and developing people, which is a huge importance to me, and I couldn't be more honored to be part of that.
I knew from the time I was probably 8 years old that school was going to be one of the number one things, and if I ever wanted to get to the Olympics someday and reach my dream and reach my goal. And so that's just what I shared with the kids, is that, you know, what they were doing now is going to take them where they want to go someday. And the coolest thing is that even now that I'm older, opportunities still come my way, and I really think that it has so much to do with the fact that I cared about academics when I was growing up.
The athletic part is just a small piece of the puzzle. If you don't have the other pieces of the puzzle, you're not going to play sports at a high level. They want you to be a well-rounded individual, and if you don't take care of the other parts, no matter how athletic you are, the sport won't happen for you if you don't take care of the other part.
The thing about football is 1% of 1%, you know, from youth make it to the NFL, but 90% of parents think their kid's going to make it to the NFL. And then you get to college, where 1% of college football players make it to the NFL, and 90% of players think they're going to make it to the NFL. So while that's fine to have that as a dream and have that as a goal if you want to, as Chris said, don't forget the other part. Be well-rounded. If you put the blinders on and have tunnel vision, it's going to be very difficult as you go up the ladder of this.
Our community has been vital to us, and from day one, the first time I got to New England, I knew it'd be important to make some roots, to get to know the people, because that's really what makes up, you know, New England makes up what your life is all about. So we spent a lot of time with community outreach. We spent a lot of time getting to know people. We have a lot of great friends throughout all New England.
I always tell myself three things. One, you know, I deserve to be here. You know, I've done everything I needed to do this week, and I'm fully prepared. Two, you know, it's a game, man. Like I started doing this, you know, when I was 12, and I've been playing sports all my life. Prior to that, you know, it's basketball, and it's like, you know, it's a game, man. You know, go out there and have fun and do your deal. And the last thing is, you know, have fun, man.
It's really an incredible experience to see and to know that you're making a difference. When I have a parent come up to me and tell me that I inspired their kid to go out and do something, even if it was something like shoot 5 extra pucks in the afternoon, that just fills my heart with joy. I get so excited.
I was a stay-at-home mom while my kids were growing up, and I looked for something that spoke to me after they were gone, and I didn't have to worry about them anymore. And they, you know, asked me if I would be involved in the youth football and the Heads Up football program, and I thought, you know, it was something that spoke to me. Our family, you know, football has meant so much to us.
We learn, we adapt, we change. You have to buy into that with coaches. You have to buy into that with moms. And I think overall, like Chris said, she says, we're not telling you have your kid play football. We're saying get all the available information that you can and use that to, your word is empower yourself with that information, and then make a decision.
I know a lot of times, especially at my level, we're looked at as gladiators. You put on this pedestal of, you know, supposed to be emotionally, physically, mentally invincible. But understand, like, if there's something that's been eating at you, or something you've been trying to deal with and you can't overcome it yourself, there's no problem in asking for help. And, you know, for me, I realized that, you know, I tried to do it for years, you know, just trying to figure it out, and I couldn't overcome it myself. So I reached out and asked for help, and it's made a world of difference.
Receiving the Pop Warner Inspiration to Youth Award means a tremendous amount to me, because it comes from an organization that has been around for a long time. They have very high standards, and they're doing great things to develop people outside of football.
I'm extremely grateful to be honored tonight and accept this award from Pop Warner. There's nothing better than to be able to talk to basically the leaders of tomorrow, you know, the youth. Football itself has done so many tremendous things for me, you know, teaching me work ethic, teaching me the importance of working in a team, teaching me leadership, dedication, things of that nature. There's no better opportunity and chance to really reach out and help kids, you know, talk about my own experience, whether it was, you know, battling through anxiety, you know, the importance of academics and how it can open doors for you that, you know, you've never seen. And, you know, also to, you know, strive to be the best you can, you know, strive to, you know, if you want to play in the NFL, strive to do that. I'm extremely honored, really appreciate being a recipient of this award, and the biggest thing is just want to say thank you.
I am really proud of her and what she's done in when she was first asked to do this, by Roger Goodell, and to help.
This was out of my comfort zone.
It was. If anybody who knows my wife knows she was not a public speaker, she was not an out front person, and all of a sudden she's hosting roundtables and traveling around the country, talking, at NFL stadiums, hosting moms. It was incredible, but it was great for her, and it was great for the sport because, as we know, the sport had been going through some changes, and moms are so important to it. For both of us to be able to work together on that,
Right.
after watching our kids play all through their youth football careers as well, has been great.
Thank you, Pop Warner, so much for the Female Achievement Award. It's such an honor, and it's truly just an honor to be in the same room as all these kids. They've worked so hard to be here, and I look up to them, and I just wish them all the best in the future.